Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Bart.
Cold morning, 27 degrees right now. Big difference from yesterday. Our high was 52. But luckily, we aren't getting the severe storms that they're experiencing to our north and west, blizzard conditions in Minnesota, and heavy rains to our south and east. So far, so good. But windy today. Gusts as strong as 50 miles an hour, mostly West Michigan, but we could see some strong gusts here. And there were some scattered power outages yesterday and overnight.
My windshield wipers were frozen this morning.
Yeah, remember to turn them in the off position before you get out of the car.
I do. Yeah. They were still frozen.
Have you seen some people put their windshield wipers up when they leave their car?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. It's a little bit of a to-do. It's a little much.
I'd be afraid someone would come along and snap them off.
Me too. Especially the way our society is right now, Bart. Let's take a look outside, see what it looks like. Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Brandon, there are condos available at the Nelson Towers. At some point, you and I are going to go look at those.
Also at Fayette Arms.
Fayette Court, Bart, I believe it is pronounced. Fayette Court. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and more. Thanks to Tina and Roger and the entire team over at Hometown. Girls basketball last night, district action. It was district semifinal Wednesday. Highlights on our website, of course. Western beat Michigan Center. That was the big game last night. Grass Lake won, Lumen won, Jackson Christian won. Those teams all advance. And we'll play Friday for a district championship tonight. Two regional teams, or two local teams play for a regional title. Concord will play Lenawee Christian, and that is at Mendon. Concord has a 50-minute drive. Lenawee about an hour 45 for that one. Tonight up in Ithaca, we have Lumen Christi taking on Ovid and LC, and that game will be at 7 o'clock as well. And I'm told there's construction on 127 North, so plan accordingly.
Yeah, right around 696.
Noah finally told me yesterday that he almost got the work truck stuck in Ithaca.
Again.
Yes, yeah. The steps on the truck covered in mud.
Yeah, well, some of these rural schools don't have a paved parking.
That's why we have all-wheel drive. I say you park wherever you want, Noah. Yep. And he did.
Other exciting sports news for Jackson, Carter Mazer being recalled by the Detroit Red Wings.
Amazing.
Forward from AHL Grand Rapids, the Griffins. He's a 2021 third-round pick by the Red Wings. Won an NCAA championship with Denver in 2022. Spent the last 2 seasons with Grand Rapids, one of the top players in the Griffins' playoff run. Stevie Eisman recognizes talent when he sees it, and they are using him tonight. And according to Carter's dad, Jeff, he's inviting everyone from Jackson to show up at 4 o'clock for a pre-game get-together at the second best bar at 42 Watson, a 5-minute walk to the rink. It's a dive bar, and everybody will gather there ahead of time. And then everybody goes over to Little Caesars, watches the game, and at the conclusion of the game, everyone from Jackson is encouraged to come down to section 117 at the main concourse, and then as a group you'll walk down and you'll greet Carter.
Should be a large crowd. I was across the street at Fuel getting my espresso. I saw Tyler Griswold, and him and his contingent are making plans to go up there and do the whole thing. But very, very cool for the Mazer family, and he will help try to snap the Red Wings' 8-year postseason drought, and it should happen.
Yeah, on the athletic site this morning, Carter described as gritty. Gritty, I like that.
Gritty's missing those 2 front teeth too. You don't want to mess with him.
He lost some teeth along the way.
Long time ago.
Hockey.
He's a hockey guy for sure. Yeah. Hockey guy. So should be fun. They play Utah tonight, so we'll see what happens.
The Utah Hockey Club.
The Utah Club. Yes, the Utah Hockey Club. You know, Bart, March is reading month, and another March has entered, and I have not been asked to read at a school again.
Shoot, you can go with me to, next week.
No, this is like the 7th straight year that
Parents, teachers, if you're involved with Reading Month at your school, will you call Andy so he can come to your school and read?
people don't think I can read, which I can't.
Well, it's not that you can't read, it's you don't read.
Well, I do read.
Name one book you've read in your life.
Tuesdays with Maury. Gosh. You know, I think that's almost as bad as asking someone what religion they are.
No, it's not.
I do. It's my opinion.
You asked me this morning if I ate meat yesterday. That's a pretty personal question.
I disagree because you and I are in the same family, go to the same church, so I could ask you if you ate meat on Ash Wednesday.
I did not. Did you?
I did not. I had Uncrustables for dinner, Brandon. Thank you very much.
Delicious.
Today's show brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Vermeulen's, 3 generations being family owned and operated. Thank you to Vermeulen's. Get to see Nate and Leslie Vermeulen tonight. It's the last basketball game for the middle school season, and I know you're heartbroken that it's the last game.
Yeah. Actually, we had a family favorite last night, BFD, which is breakfast for dinner.
Oh yeah, that is. I thought you were gonna say big freaking deal.
It was cereal and Kibby Cobb bagel.
What cereal?
Total.
Total?
It was
What are you, 50?
Yes, I am.
Total?
It was
Total? Are you old
Total.
enough to have total?
Read that down.
It says,
Total?
I picked Total because it says
You
whole
bought-
grain on the box.
You bought Total.
Someone in our family bought Total.
Honeycomb says whole grain on the box.
I won't tell you what the other cereal I had was.
Life?
All brand.
All brand?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
when we were kids, we had it because our grandparents had it. and
Well,
we
when you
learned
were kids, there were only 4 brands of
we
cereal.
learned to love it.
No,
It's
that sounds like a wonderful meal. All brand, Total, and Kibby Cobb bagels.
Yeah.
Wow, luxury. Do you
It
guys
was
use
a bagel. It was a Kibby Cobb bagel that was purchased on Sunday.
lactose-free milk?
So I had to bring it back to life.
Mm.
No, 2%. And I have a hint for how to bring back a bagel to life.
I would like to hear that.
It's-
Put it in
you
the,
soak it in warm water.
no, you just keep it in the refrigerator.
This is it. This weekend, the time of year when clocks spring forward,
great.
daylight savings time begins this weekend. So we get less sleep this weekend, 1
Perfect.
hour less sleep. 2 a.m. Sunday is when the time changes. But, you know, with the smart watches, smart clocks, nobody ever has to actually change a clock anymore.
Yeah, you're
Except
right.
on the microwave,
Or on the oven.
stove,
Yes.
you know?
We call it an oven in my house because we use the oven part of it more than the stove.
The car too. For some reason, the car knows everything except it doesn't know how to switch to daylight savings time by itself. And I've become quite good at, as I'm driving, changing.
You can't change it while you drive. You have
I
to,
can.
Really?
I change it while I'm driving.
Yeah, interesting. 2 years in the making, MSU and Ford Field have finally announced yesterday that Michigan State will be embarking on a new tradition the day that Michigan plays Ohio State and the Saturday of the MHSAA state finals.
So they're going to screw up the MHSAA state finals again.
I don't care. Yeah, they are, but it's kind of weird because, you know, it's Michigan State, Maryland at Ford Field. It's not a huge rivalry. You're taking away the last home game for the seniors. You're taking money out of the East Lansing economy.
So you could drink, but now you kind of, it's college.
Yeah, as a state fan, do you like this? You indifferent on it?
No, I don't get it.
Yeah, so state finals for the MHSAA will be played Friday and Sunday, and if you're a Christian or religious school, you can request to play on Friday, but let me just give everyone a quick news flash. All around the state, in gyms all over the world, everyone's playing on Sundays, so it's that's not as big of a deal in some locations as it is in others, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you know,
That's not what I'm concerned with. I just, you know, there's so many people that love to do the 2-day back-to-back state finals, and you know, it'll be weird. You'll have a Thanksgiving game state final game, Michigan State game, and then more state finals game. I mean, that place is going to be trashed by Sunday.
Yeah, I can't believe they're allowing it.
I can.
And I don't think Michigan's ever played at Ford Field.
Why would they want to? Why would you lose all that revenue?
I don't know. Well, I think Spartan Stadium, it's in bad shape.
It is. It's in bad shape. Let's just say it.
It's a dump.
It's a dump.
That's a little harsh.
No, I will. I disagree with you, and I do tend.
It's in bad shape.
It's in bad shape.
Let's go with bad
It's
shape.
in bad shape.
All right,
A little
well-
paint, maybe a little Lysol, something.
I mean, it's kind of a dump.
It is.
No, it's the concourse needs to be upgraded. You know what? We think the folks that fixed Chrysler should go in there and
I
fix
do too.
Spartan Stadium.
The school, there's people planning a $37 million rehab
That's not enough money.
of the Spartan Stadium.
You would think that Matt Ishbia would just build a new stadium.
While we're speaking about Big Ten, Michigan State won the Big Ten regular season title last night, at least a share of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it turns out Michigan could still get the other share.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've had their chances.
Anything could happen.
They've had their chances the last two games. But
Michigan has
decided
to win
throw
the
up on
next
themselves.
2 games. Michigan State has to lose to
Who do you guys play?
Like at
Iowa.
At Iowa.
At Iowa.
They still have that Fran McCaffrey?
No. Well, I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chef.
it's the end of the season. That's what happens. All the teams, and you notice the Big Ten or the Spartans wearing those black uniforms. We have a viewer that's upset about the black uniforms when the school colors are, say, green and white or green and gold. Why are they wearing black? And I agree with them.
Yeah, well, most teams have an alternative uniform, and it's a great way to make money for the school and things like that, and draw attention to the program when you otherwise wouldn't have any attention brought to you. Thanks to Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, now open at the corner of Horton and Weatherwax in Jackson.
They have a message sign, and
Yes.
it doesn't move fast enough.
I noticed that.
Yeah, traffic has to slow down to read the.
Did you see the
messages.
SMBT announced some promotions yesterday?
Yeah, Bobby Rozak, the new president of the Jackson market for Southern Michigan Bank and Trust.
I'm going to call him Mr. President. President Rozak. I like that.
Yeah.
President Rozak. Congratulations.
Got a food quiz for you today.
Let's do it.
How many Michigan restaurants has Guy Fieri visited on diners, drive-ins, and dives?
No more than 3. 6.
16.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been to one.
Maybe you have.
Oh.
This is the closest.
Oh, is this Blimpie Burger?
Yeah, Crazy Jim's Blumpy Burger in Ann Arbor. That is apparently the only Ann Arbor, because think about it.
I thought he went to
Zingerman's. Why
3
wouldn't he go to-
places in Ann Arbor.
There's many other places that I would recommend, even in Jackson. He's been to 6 places in Lansing.
Really?
6, yeah. He's been to Zaytoon Mediterranean, Capital City Barbecue, Meat Southern Barbecue. I ran into a guy, Ryan, at Kroger. He works at Kroger. He goes to Meat Barbecue
Noah loves that place.
all the time.
I've never been. People talk
He's
about
like
it
their
all the time.
champion customer. The Cosmos, East Side Fish Fry and Grill, and over in Potterville, Joe's Gizzard City.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's the only gizzard city in the whole world. And they're famous for
As seen on diners, drive-ins,
drive-ins
and
and
dives.
Yeah.
I don't
Potterville.
like Guy Fieri.
No, I didn't like him, but I like him now because during the pandemic, he donated tons of money to the
Oh, well
people
then I
in the-
like him. Okay.
Yeah.
You know he's personal friends with our very own Adrian Sharp.
He is. He's
Yes.
called Adrian while we've done food circus shoots. in the
Amazing.
past.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Adrian and Guy are like that.
They're like that for sure. You're invited to a night of Pink Floyd with Think Floyd at the Michigan Theater. That'll be April 26th. Tickets on sale now, and that will go to benefit the Michigan Military Heritage Museum right here on Wisner Street in Jackson.
Is this the ad you didn't want to read because there's a word in it you can't pronounce?
No, this is not that. No, but that is coming up.
Okay.
Let's do it right now.
Which one was it?
The Michigan Theater movie this Friday.
Oh,
It's Suffragette?
Suffragette.
Suffragette. Okay. Yeah. I'd never heard of that before.
Saturday. It's
Saturday, $5 at the Michigan Theater.
3 p.m. It's part of the new series during Women's History Month, Women in Cinema, this month at the Michigan Theater.
Our show today is brought to you by the Insurance Circle Agency, proudly located in both Jackson and Battle Creek. They're your one-stop shop for everything insurance with over 25 years of business insurance expertise. Get the conversation started. Contact David Rice, 517-888-5027.
We've got a first on the police blotter this morning, a first. Michigan State Police reporting they responded to a complaint for false pretense, swindle, confidence game for Bitcoin fraud.
Interesting.
Wow. How do you prove that? How do you do it? What is Bitcoin? Why do we have Bitcoin?
I can't answer that. I'm not at liberty to answer that. I do know that your brother-in-law, David Warner, jokingly told me I should invest in Bitcoin in 2007. Boy, was he wrong.
Yeah.
We could have been billionaires had
Right.
he invested
Maybe.
some
I
money
mean,
into
people
Bitcoin.
have.
Brandon, what do you do with your Bitcoin?
Never had Bitcoin.
You can't have Bitcoin. You don't have it.
I went to a Bitcoin ATM at one of the gas stations we have here, and I got some Bitcoin.
Did you?
Does it come out?
No, it's invisible.
Wow.
But it said I had some. It said I had Bitcoin.
Where is it? Yeah, people lose
It's
their,
in my digital wallet.
You know what Bitcoin is doing? It's sucking up all the energy in the country. It is. I mean, they for some reason they have to keep Bitcoin on computers.
Who is the they?
they?
Who?
It's
No one knows who the they is.
It's
It's
mystery people.
One person. Do you know who it is?
Donald Trump.
No. But maybe.
No.
We have a wonderful show lined up today, Bart. Who's on the show?
We have folks from the Center for Family Health joining us right after this.